Hello. Yeah, I start making noises and just doing my own thing while I'm live and stuff. Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So we are here with Pick a Card, and I'm actually quite excited because I like what came up. When I did the live pick a card on Instagram and Facebook. So this is the extension to that. So if you missed them, don't worry. I have got them right here. We're going to go ahead and focus on them. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths in and out. I'm going to try to slow down my talking because I know I get a little too excited and I'm all right. Anyways, guys. We're going to go ahead and focus the camera and our energy down on the cards, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have three sets here. We're using the Believe in Your Own Magic, and this is going to be, hey Vanessa, this is going to be the main energy that I'm picking up, right? And then we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. This is what is being worked on behind the scenes. This is what kind of like the energy that is going to come through once you go ahead and kind of push this aside, right? Or kind of get through or work through that energy, right? All right. I know what I mean. You guys just, I'll explain it as we go, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to go focus the camera just for a little bit, and then don't worry, you'll be able to see me. Push back a little. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths in and out. Focus, set your intentions, and choose your bell. Right? And I'll do a ring for each bell at the end. If I do them now, it's going to get the dog started. And then I'm going to have to be yelling. And I don't feel like yelling today. So deep breath in. And out. Again, in. And out. And one more, guys. Deep breath in. And out. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Trying to keep some space here. So we're going to start off. I should write down the time, right? Because it'll be easier to timestamp them later, right? Yes, I believe that is true, Perla. Alrighty, yes. Whenever I need expert advice, I speak to myself. And wine, alrighty. So for those of you that chose the kiss bell, and we're actually going to start exactly at 3 minutes, kiss bell. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see. I am going to pull out my coffee one just because we have 2 oracle cards, right? Right. All right. So those of you that chose the kiss bell, we have garden. Something lovely will grow from this. So this is main energy. So there's definitely, like I was saying on Instagram and Facebook earlier today, there is definitely something that you're either starting or thinking of starting. It's kind of like, planting that seed, that foundation starting. But as I think you're going to, because like I said, I did these on Instagram and Facebook. I think you're going to like number 3, to be honest with you. So we go ahead and you have to focus on what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to manifest. But there's definitely a space here of knowing that through every experience, through every challenge, there is going to go ahead and there's going to be growth. Whether it is, whether you're going through like a positive or a negative experience, there's always going to be growth available to you. And that's number 15. So let's go ahead and see what the book says. Okay. Either way, either we sit around and dwell on our pain, or we learn how to grow something lovely out of it. Ready or not, it is time for the next chapter of your life. Do the thing you feel you most need to do in order to aid your healing, even if it feels selfish. Sometimes it needs to be a little selfish in order for it to work in the long run. Worry about focusing on you for now. So again, this is definitely, and I am a sucker for always focusing on what it is that you need, always turning that focus and that attention inward, because that is the only way that you're going to grow. That is the only way that you're going to release things, and that is the only way that you're going to work through anything instead of just going through things. All right. So what is happening behind the scenes? What are your angels, your guides, your ancestors helping you with? The drum. So it says dream and journey. So let's go ahead and see drum. All right. Now, right now, I just wish I knew how to do like the drum sound. I suck at that. Anyways, page 122, guys. So let's see. Okay. Journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important on your path. Then follow the guidance. Again, when you need expert advice, there's always, you should always, honestly, like regardless of how much advice I give you, regardless of how much readings you watch or anything like that, going back and taking time to meditate, taking time to really focus on what it is that your intuition is trying to show you or trying to reveal to you is very important, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. What are the challenging energies that are preventing you from going inward? I do feel I am picking up something about like not listening. You're not listening because you probably don't like what is being revealed. There's something that you don't want to let go of. There's something, so we have to start in the reverse. The Temperance. And then we have the Magician. So this is like the challenging energy. So this will be the past energy, if we look at it that way. So we have the Star in the reverse with the Temperance and then the Magician. So there is something here that you have to find a balance within yourself, right? It's like you guys either have everybody has dreams, everybody has goals that they want to accomplish, right? But right now, when it comes to turning your dreams into reality, with the Star in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse, it's because you are having a hard time finding that balance within yourself. So if you want to go ahead and turn these two upwards, you have to. I'm going to keep on saying it. You have to find that balance within yourself. Now, your balance within yourself, whatever keeps you balanced, whatever keeps you in that space of continuous growth, is not going to look the same way that it does with me. It's not going to look the same way that it does with your sister, with your cousin, with your mother, with your father. So there is definitely here a need where you need to stop procrastinating when it comes to yourself. You need to stop procrastinating when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to doing the things. A lot of you, there's a lot of things that you have been guided to do. There's a lot of things that you have to do, like little tasks on a day-to-day basis that you guys are refusing to do. Either because you feel too tired, either because you feel like you don't have the time, etc., whatever excuses you're making up for yourself, you need to release them. So we have the Six of Wands, and then we have the Innocent as your advice. And I'm only taking those two cards. Why? Well, with the Six of Wands, again, I feel that a lot of you have already gotten the clarity. What is it that you're supposed to do? A lot of you already know that, God, the universe is behind you. Your support is already there. What is it that needs to be done? The Innocent. There's an action here that needs to be taken. There is this leap of faith. You have to have faith that whatever it is that you're being led to do at this time is the correct thing. And a lot of you are lacking that faith. So therefore, a lot of you are still in this space. It's like, okay, I know what I have to do. I've gotten the clarity. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. But you're hesitant. Why are you hesitating? It's like you're hesitant to take that leap. And that leap needs to be taken at this moment, guys. There's no question about it. There is definitely here this space that you need. It's like whether, you know how when people have those times in their life when they're kind of like, oh, I wish I would have, I wish I could have. That is the space that you're going to be in if you don't take this chance. That is the space you're going to be in if you don't take this leap. So we have the two of, and the only reason why I switched it was because when I saw it on the floor, it was in the upright, guys. So we have the two of pentacles, and then we have the dream carrier as as the outcome. A lot of you are going to stay in the space of planning. And this is for those of you that are failing to take this. And the reason why I feel the outcome came like this is that if you don't take this leap now, if you don't take this chance, if you don't take this opportunity, a lot of you with this dream carrier, I feel that you guys are going to be seeing somebody else living your dreams. You're going to see somebody else manifesting the things that you want to manifest. And it's not that they're any better than you. It is not that they're, more experienced than you, or they have more wisdom than you, or they're whatever. Is the fact that they took the chance, they took the leap while you were still contemplating whether or not to take the leap. And I mean, whenever I go ahead and I start any type of readings, I always said, I always want the intention is always set to try to bring in the, as much positivity as possible. But there's also a time where you need to hear the harsh truth. And for those of you that chose the kiss bell, the harsh truth here is that if you do not take that first step, if you do not take actions towards your dreams, you are going to not only see someone else living your dream, not only see somebody else doing the things that you have been led to do, but it's like you're going to be assisting them in creating the reality that you want for yourself, for someone else. Well, so for those of you that are still in this space of not really knowing how it is that you're supposed to balance yourself, guys, definitely look. There's a ton of videos on the channel. You have the energy transmutations, you have educational videos, you have a ton of things that are available for you for free so that you can go ahead and find that balance within yourself. As well, you guys also... You're not leaping, you're jumping. There, go ahead, dive, jump, whatever it is that you have to do, Vanessa. And I also have, other things that I offer on Patreon. I personally believe that my prices are reasonable. Everybody's in a different financial situation, but there is a necessity for people to really start investing on themselves and stop making the excuses. If you don't have the money to invest financially, then you have the time to invest, to learn, to educate yourself, to go ahead and grow. Because a lot of you are still stuck in that mentality where you don't want to. You want something to be handed over to you. And yes, the rewards, the blessings that come from following your path are beautiful, are amazing, but they're only going to come if you're actually walking the path. If you're not walking the path, you can't get those blessings. Alrighty, so the smile bell, what time is it? 12:48. So with the smile bell, we have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So a lot of you, what I was picking up when I was doing it on Instagram and Facebook, there was a space where a lot of you are still focusing on the past. A lot of you are still focusing on the I wish I would have, could have, what happened if, what would have happened if, where would I be right now? So focus on what the chances that you're going to take, the opportunities that you let slide. All the time you kind of spend either crying or worrying or all of that. It's like, stop, take a breather and enjoy the now. Stop. Breathe. Be grateful for what you have at the moment and enjoy the time. What your angels, your ancestors, and guides. Oh, you see, now I'm starting to lose my words. Sage. So it's be devoted and committed. So once you guys go ahead and choose that you are going to go ahead and follow your path, you're going to go ahead and follow your passion, follow your desire. You have to be completely committed to it 100% because there's always going to be distractions. I need you guys to really get the hang of that. There's always going to be a distraction. The distraction is always going to come in different ways, but there's always going to be something that is going to try to get you off track. So we're going to go ahead and read the first one. So number 33. For nostalgia, let's see. All right. You're spending the majority of the time daydreaming, wondering what could have been if only things had gone the way you wanted. By doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened, no matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind. Make improvements to your present, not your imaginary. Be sure to nurture what you've been given. So there's definitely here a space where, okay, you have your goals, you have your dreams, and you're still, a lot of you are really so focused on the planning stages and you're not actually taking those steps, taking that action. Again, there is something that you guys are putting off, that you guys are procrastinating about, and you need to stop. You need to go ahead and start. Some of you, yes, you there for some of you when it comes to this, I feel some of you still need some type of better understanding or better knowledge of something, but it's like you guys are not even taking the time to educate yourself on what it is that you're being asked to educate yourself on. You're just saying, okay, next month I'll start. 6 months from now I'll start. When the kids go back to school, I'll start. When the kids have spring break, I'll start. And it's like you can spare 10 minutes a day to learn something if you choose to. It adds up. All right. So were your angels, guides, and ancestors, the dogs are starting to bark, guys. Just let them be. They're in another room. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. Again, there is definitely a space here of needing to, some of you are either very stuck in the student role where you're being asked to right now move forward. Buster and Zena, let it go. Where you're being asked to go ahead and take the teacher's road. Now, some of you are in the space of the teacher road where you are being reminded that there's always something to learn. And I think they escaped the living room, guys, because the barks are getting closer and closer. So the challenging energy from the past. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So for the challenging energy, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Two of Coins, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Now, what I'm picking up here, there was a decision, you came at a crossroad, but instead of making a choice, instead of making a decision, you kind of just stood there. You allow things to happen. You allow your blessings to literally just walk right by you and not even get over, like not even come to you. We have the Eight of Wands. And again, it's like you keep on asking yourself, why are these situations so unfair? Why is it that everything seems to kind of pass me by? Why is it that I'm having such a hard time manifesting? Why is it that and it's like, sweetie, the only reason why you're not manifesting, the only reason why you are stuck is because you have yet to make up your mind. You're still in that space of doubting yourself or questioning yourself or questioning the possibility that you can actually turn your dreams into reality. And you need to stop that because it's no one else's fault. It is your fault. You are the one that is procrastinating. You're the one that's not taking the actions. You're the one that's sitting around. You're the one making excuses for not going after what it is that you want. So let's go ahead and see what is the advice for you guys. The Moon. And with the Moon, usually I pick up, I usually say these are things that are usually being revealed to you, like the unseen things. But this is like, there was a shakeup, or there is a shakeup that is coming in. There's some type of chaos. Like, I love to use the word chaos because that's what my other channel is, chaos management. But there is some type of chaos that is coming in to kind of shake whatever it is that you feel, whatever your foundation you think it is, whatever you call your foundation, let's put it this way. And the reason is because, again, and look, we have the Eight of Wands and then we have the Eight of Wands again, guys. Again, so whoever it is that is into the number 8, there you go. So there is a space here of really needing to leave the past in the past 100%. So, and guys, I'll read the live chat once I'm done. When I get started, it's kind of like, it gets distracting. So there is definitely a space here where it's like when the chaos comes, when things may seem like everything is going to fall out of place, like everything is going to collapse, is the moment where you're supposed to be standing stronger in your faith, stronger in your knowing that whatever is happening at the moment is just temporary and it's going to pass, so that you can allow yourself to move past this. Again, a lot of you are having this shakeup again because you guys still have the Two of Coins in the reverse for the challenging energy. Why? With the Knight of Swords, you guys didn't take action. So it's like this opportunity, whatever it is that you guys are supposed to be releasing, whatever it is that you guys are supposed to be making a choice about, because I feel there's a choice that needs to be made that has not been made. And that's why this little chaos, this little challenging energy is coming in to finally get you to a place where you are forced. You're going to be forced to make a choice. There is no more waiting. It's like it's either you choose or we're choosing for you. And what we're going to choose, you may not like it. So it's like, why are you going to put yourself in a position where you're allowing someone else to go ahead and make the decisions for your life? Okay. So let's go ahead and see what is the outcome. The Dream Carrier came out again. I feel that this is going to be Ace of Swords and the Lady of Swords. A lot of you are going to, when it comes to making the choice, I feel that a lot of you are going to unfortunately be forced into making a choice, or somebody else is going to make a choice for you versus you actually going ahead and taking the action. A lot of you are either intimidated by somebody or are just intimidated too much by the unknown. You're too scared of the unknown to go ahead and make a choice, or there's probably still energies from the past that you guys have still not released. Maybe there's a cycle that needs to come to an end that you're not willing to let go of, and that's why somebody, like, it's like the universe is coming in, God is coming in, and they're making a choice. God is making a choice. The universe is making a choice. Maybe someone else is making a choice to finally close some type of cycle that you have been refusing to let go of, because you either feel entitled to it or something like that. But there's definitely here like some type of closure that needs to be done, that some of you at the moment, either because of fear, or maybe you can't picture yourself without this situation, without this person. You want, it's like in your mind and in your heart, you want to, but you're not taking the actions that are necessary to go ahead and make the choice. So the choice is being made for you. I don't like it when other people make choices for me. Sorry, not happening. All right, so let's go ahead and move on over to wine. So that is 2239. So whenever I look at the camera, that's what it's going to go. So the wine, okay, we have number 29. Feast, slow down, and celebrate yourself. Now, this is something that everybody should be doing on a daily basis. Why? Because you're supposed to be grateful for everything, first of all. Just saying, grateful for waking up, grateful for breathing, grateful for being able to cook. This is like this space of gratitude where you're grateful for everything that you have, but you're also grateful for everything that you're able to do. You're grateful for all the lessons that you're able and willing to learn, not just the material things that are coming in. Well, your angels, ancestors, guides are working on behind the scenes. The High Priestess, harness mystical powers. All right, Buster, you really need to let it go, buddy. It's not that serious. No, it's not. Okay. Number 29. They haven't barked like this in so long. It's so annoying when they do it. Especially because I'm by myself, so I'm not going to get up. It's like we're almost done. I'm not getting up. They can keep on barking. I can block them out, guys. So personally, I can keep on talking and just ignore them. I just hope that all of you can do the same. All right. So with Feast, sometimes life gets a little too hectic. Like right now, Buster and Zena are barking. And the inevitable happens. They're barking throughout the videos. What can I do? Oh, well. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Let's celebrate that Buster and Zena are in good health and they can actually go ahead and bark whenever they hear noises. So their ears, their mouth, everything is working. All righty. Make sure you do that from now on. If we never stop to fully recognize the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. So again, it is about appreciating what it is when you're in that storm, when you're going through those challenges, when you're going through different things. You have to learn to appreciate them, because in those storms, in those challenges, there's always lessons. What are the lessons going to do? The lessons are going to help you grow. They're going to help you evolve. They're going to help you and allow you to get to your next chapter, to your next cycle, however it is that you want to go ahead and call it. So let's go ahead and see what the High Priestess has to say about this. Where is the High Priestess? 40. I just be saying numbers because people like numbers. I'm still learning about numbers, so I just be like, there's there's 2 8s, 3 9s, and I know what the numbers mean to me personally. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same thing for everyone else, but numbers do have a general meaning to them. So let's go ahead and see page 40. Where are you? It's like one more, okay. No, that was the wrong page, guys. 42. 40 was actually the High Priest, and we have the High Priestess. Okay. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. Same message, right? Yeah. Same message, basically. So let's go ahead and see what the challenging energy. So this is the energy from the past. So this is the energy that some of you can still be in, or the energy that you guys are coming out of or are supposed to get out of. The Hierophant. Why do you guys have so many cards? That is like so not fair. All righty. So we have the Hierophant, the Three of Swords, the Lovers, the Moon in the reverse, and then we have the Knight of Swords in the upright. So there was something, all right. Now, with this Lover's card, it doesn't necessarily have to be love in itself. This can be any type of connection, whether it's friends, family, or it can be an actual person that you were involved with romantically. But there is definitely here a space of somebody not. All right, Buster, seriously, mommy is on the computer. Jeez, I'm right here. I'm coming. I really do not want to get up because I'm so comfortable. There is definitely... All right. So there's definitely here a space or a need to recognize that there was something that you were either failing to see or failing to admit to yourself in regards to a connection, in regards to a situation. There was something that had run its course, something that had to come to an end, had come to an end already. This has already ended. The cycle has already ended. But it's like, it took you guys a little longer to come out of it because you didn't want to face the truth. You didn't want to face the facts when it came to this specific cycle. Again, this could have been the loss of a job. This could have been the loss of a romantic connection, a friendship, being at odds with a family member or something like that. But there was definitely an ending that needed to occur. And it took some of you a little longer to accept that ending. Now, what happened was with this ending, it either left you in a space of either like depression, anxiety, worry, or it just kind of created this chaos within your body, within yourself, where you were having a very hard time focusing, a very hard time figuring out what the next steps were. So then we have the Moon in the reverse, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Again, it's the whole purpose of this coming up. It is not to get you into a place where you are going to be focusing on it, right? Or wanting it back. It is about realizing that sometimes there are going to be endings where you are not going to get the closure that you're looking for from someone else. This is about you finding your own closure within a connection, within a situation, without having the other person having to come forward and apologize, without having the other person having to come forward and speak their side of the story. So when you get to that space where you're able to forgive somebody without an apology, it opens up it opens up something else, something different in you, where you literally, it's like your entire perception of the world, your entire perception on how it is that you communicate, how it is that you engage with other individuals starts to change. And you start to appreciate life more. You start to appreciate each person as an individual more, because it's like you have a better understanding of how it is that you don't have to keep yourself trapped waiting on somebody to come forth and apologize, or waiting for someone to come forth and make things right, if that makes any sense. So definitely it's like about accepting that, I guess is what I'm trying to say, accepting the truth when it comes to a certain connection. So then your advice is the Six of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So there's definitely here some of you are going to need to, somebody knocking, they're going to have to wave if they are knocking, because I'm not stopping the video. If they're knocking, they're going to have to come to the window and like wave, and I'll just be like, just wait a few minutes. No one should be knocking here. Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Anyways, in the reverse, you have to realize that whether it was that this thing or this person brought in a lot of love, or you felt a lot of love towards this person, you have to realize that there's more people out there. There are other people that can bring the same type of love, if not a more genuine love, I want to say. Because if the connection was what you thought it was, then it would have never come to an end. It came to an end for a reason. So there's definitely here a need of having to not realize, because a lot of you already know that, acceptance. You have to accept that something has come to an end, regardless of how much love, how much energy, how much time. A lot of you are really focused on the time that you feel that you wasted. But the thing is that you didn't really waste time, even if, things ended between you and this person. Why? Because if you go ahead and you backtrack, what have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about the type of connections that you want to be in? What have you learned about people in general? What have you learned about, the process of different connections, the process of the cycles, of the endings, what have you learned? Like, have you learned to really listen to your intuition when it's telling you, like, do not go down that road? Or, I don't really feel this. I really shouldn't do it. Like, these are the types of things that you're supposed to be learning. And if you're still stuck in a space where you feel that you lost time, is because you have yet to realize that, or learn that, or accept it. There are people that could be married for 15, 20, 30 years and get divorced and meet somebody else and get married, remarried. It is what it is. It's like nothing is for certain. Even if you go ahead and you get married, even if you have been spending, a certain amount of years or whatever with somebody, it does not guarantee that they're going to be there forever. And I feel that is the main thing here that you have to accept, is that, some people are just going to come into your life just for a season, and it is okay. And holding on to somebody, or wanting to hold on to somebody that doesn't want to be there, is what you guys really have to work on. All right, let's see. What is the outcome? So we have Sophia, we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So with the Sophia in the reverse, we have the Five of Wands in the upright, and then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you are definitely going to need to take some time, go into that space where you are I really do not want to use that word, but that's the word that's coming out. Where you guys really have to contemplate on the choices that you're going to be making moving forward. Because I feel that whatever this was for you guys, it definitely brought in a lot of lessons, but there was a lot of red flags that you guys ignored. So there is a space here of really needing to go back to yourself, and the thing is that when it comes to this part of this part in the journey and the process of growth. It's like, why, why am I being told to feast? Well, if you're going through a big growth or a big transformation, let's say, I like the word growth, at the moment, there is so much to celebrate, because that means that you're not stuck where you were. You're not, and you know that you're not going to be stuck where you currently are. So it opens up this entire world, like this whole mystical world, this whole magical place where you know that regardless of what is going on, you can overcome it. Regardless of whatever is going on, you can grow through it instead of just continually going through things. I'm just saying, guys, it is what it is. So anyways, that is what we have for the pick a card. We have 5 of you on here. If you guys want, I can pull out one oracle card for each of you. If you would like, just go ahead and put them on the live chat. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and read to see what everybody was writing, because I just kind of missed it. Alrighty. Alrighty. I was just catching up on everyone's comments and things like that. There was something that you mentioned on the live chat, Vanessa, and it's true. It's like, a lot of us kind of always, and I mean, we're all guilty of that. We get into that space of like, why me? Well, you feel that, like you said, if you feel that you're in a position to teach, if you're in a position to guide others, then guess who's going to go through the lesson first? Guess who has to grow through it? Guess who has to learn from it? Because if you don't, how are you going to teach anybody? How are you going to guide anybody? And those are the type of things, like when I'm on Patreon, I do a mixture of like videos and writings, but I do, we take one oracle card and we break it down throughout the day. We talk about motivation. We talk about our thoughts. We talk about the wisdom behind what we have learned, the harsh truth on Thursdays, where you have to be honest with yourself 100%. Fridays are usually about flexibilities and faith, and Saturdays is our success day. But it's kind of like, every single week, there's always going to be something. And to really go into that space where you think that everything is always going to be, like la la land, like you're always going to be happy and this and this and that. It's not always like that. Being happy is a choice. You have a choice to allow the things that happen, the circumstances that are in front of you, to rule or overtake how it is that you're going to feel, or you have the choice to choose how you're going to feel and how you're going to either react or respond to whatever it is that is going on in your life. So again, if you guys want me to pull out an oracle card, go ahead and give me a color, any color, and I'll pull out a card. We'll do the believe in your own magic, or if not, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm signing off, and I'm going to go have a talk with Buster and Zena to see why they were barking so much. There they go. They start off again. All right. Purple. All righty. So purple. Yeah, Zena, Buster. So the deeper voice is Buster. Violet, purple. Same thing in my book anyways. We always called it purple growing up. All right. So let's go ahead. Alrighty. Protest. Start a revolution. That is number 28 for purple. Oh, look, I was already at the page. You've been looking around and noticing that the world is often unjust, but you're not sure what to do about it. Like Katniss, you need to be the first to spark on your own revolution. Educate yourself, stand up for yourself. Don't forget to stand up for others. whether or not you have shared experiences. If you can speak up and do so safely, then do it. So there's definitely a space here where you have to start taking the actions. I mean, the planning phase when it comes to like all of us is really kind of over. And taking that first step into something that you have never done before can be scary, but it's exciting as well. Like the unknown to me, anyways, is like so exciting. So kind of like, oh, I don't know what's there type of energy. I don't know. I just kind of like, no, guys, I'm not 40. I make mad noises. I sit on a bowl. I have a table where it is what it is, guys. What did you say, Vanessa? You have lost yourself? And you know, that's the thing is like, you know, there's always going to be things that are going to come in to challenge us to see exactly where it is or where we believe that we are. So green. So, and it's kind of like, you know, you don't really ever lose yourself. It's more about not being honest with yourself or not being truthful. Vanessa, you're gonna have to choose another color, sweetie, because somebody else chose the green. So Vanessa, choose another color. So the first green, let's put it this way. What is your card? Villain. You can always rewrite the story. So this is green. You can always rewrite the story. But, and you know, and that's the thing. When people hear the word villain, it's like, oh, and it's like, you know what? You're going to be the villain in someone's story. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to like what you're doing. Not everybody's going to like your energy. Not everybody's going to like the things that you have to say or the way you dress or the way you do your hair, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't really matter. So number 38 for green. Vanessa, that is not for you, okay? You have to choose another color, sweetie. So let's go ahead and see 38. Okay. A hard truth to swallow. Sometimes our villains win. However, that doesn't mean you should give up or lose all hope. It just means that it is time to rewrite the story and keep going. It can be incredibly freeing and empowering to reclaim yourself after a personal tragedy. So again, if you feel that somebody did you wrong, if you feel that somebody went ahead and, you know, stabbed you in the back, or you feel like you've lost everything, like if this is whatever materialistic things you feel that you have lost, just know that, how can I put it this way? I don't want to, it's not the cliche like something better is coming in. It is, there was something that you weren't prepared for or you weren't prepared to maintain. And that's why it kind of slipped your hands, if that makes any sense. It is about learning to, and I'm just going here with whatever is coming up. There is a space here where you have to learn not so much to appreciate what you have, but you also have to learn how to manage it. There is a space here where you, what's that word? Doesn't want to come out. You have to be careful of who it is that you're sharing your blessings with. You tend to share your blessings with people that really do not have your best intentions at heart. All right, Vanessa, red. Vanessa, red. So green, the first green, you have to be very careful who you're sharing your blessings with. Not so much your gifts, like, you know, the things, the abilities, but your actual material gifts and things like that when they come in. Your blessings, excuse me, when they come in. Or when you know something is coming in, you have to be very careful who you're sharing it with. All right, Vanessa, make up your mind. Red or yellow? Red or yellow? You know what? I know your name, so we're just pulling one out for Vanessa. You see, you almost had two cards come out, Vanessa. All right, let's go ahead and see. You guys really need to start making up your mind. One color. I'm going to start giving numbers. 1 through 2. 1, 2, as you come. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go ahead and see. So yellow, Vanessa. All right. This one wanted to flip. Princess. You can be your own knight. Number 1. You don't need anybody. You don't need no knight to come and rescue you. You have the sword. All right. I was just reading the message, guys. All right, let's go ahead and see Vanessa, Princess. Wait, why are you going there? I need number one. All right. All right. You may be in a dire situation you need escaping from. Rest assured, you have the power within to persevere. Why do I keep on reading that word wrong? To persevere. You already know you don't need to be rescued by a charming prince or a chivalrous knight in a shining armor. You've got your own shield and sword, and God's help anyone who thinks they can do a better job. So, Vanessa, love. We haven't talked in a while, first of all, and I know, but definitely you already know, and I don't have to say that again, but you already know that there's nothing in this world that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't overcome, and there's no challenges that are thrown against you that you can't handle. So you need to go ahead, pick up that sword and fight whatever it is that's coming your way. Whatever it is that is trying to keep you down, whatever energies are trying to interfere, love, you know how to handle it. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for today. As always, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for all the donations on the channels, guys. Thank you for spending this wonderful, beautiful, amazing time with me. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye. And now here comes the fun part, trying to end the video, right?